Hello, my name is Sarah, and welcome to this guided meditation for anxiety relief. I will now take you on a transformative journey of deep relaxation, mindful breathing, and powerful visualization, where you will learn to release the grip of anxious thoughts and discover a profound sense of inner calm and clarity, embracing instead a peaceful and nurturing experience that fills your entire being with tranquility and enables you to reconnect with your natural state of balance and serenity. You will hear gentle, reassuring guidance, and these words will reinforce messages of peace and self-compassion, improving your overall sense of well-being and emotional stability. You will learn how to acknowledge anxiety without judgment and to experience the natural flow of breath and relaxation that is your birthright. To receive all the benefits of this guided anxiety relief meditation, find a quiet, comfortable space where you can sit or lie down without interruption. Ensure that you will not be disturbed for approximately 45 minutes and settle into a position where you can remain comfortable for the entire duration of this session. Turn off or silence your phone, dim the lights if possible, close your eyes, and prepare to embark on a journey toward deep peace and emotional freedom. Allow yourself this precious opportunity to step away from the demands and pressures of daily life. At this moment in time, there is nothing urgent that requires your attention. You are completely safe. You will allow the weight of worry to lift from your shoulders and connect with the infinite wellspring of calm that exists within you. Remember that this is your sacred time for healing and renewal. With your eyes gently closed, begin by taking a slow, deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs completely, and then slowly exhale through your mouth with a gentle sigh. As you exhale, imagine any anxious energy leaving your body like a gray mist being carried away by a warm breeze. Let this worried energy dissolve into the air around you, no longer having any hold over your peace of mind. If you notice feelings of restlessness or unease, visualize these sensations as a dark cloud that becomes lighter and lighter with each breath, eventually transforming into wisps of vapor that simply float away. Choose any imagery that feels soothing to you. Allow any tension or anxiety within you to dissipate as the breath leaves your body, carrying with it all the stress and worry you no longer need to hold. Now, inhale again, breathing in slowly and deeply through your nose to a count of 5. As you breathe in, imagine drawing in pure, healing light, perhaps a soft golden glow or a cool blue radiance that brings comfort and peace. Feel this healing light expanding in your chest as the air enters your lungs. Breathe in deeply, allowing the breath to reach the very bottom of your lungs, expanding your ribcage and filling your entire torso with this nourishing breath. With your lungs now full of this healing light, hold the breath gently for a count of 3, and then exhale slowly through your mouth to a count of 7, allowing the healing light to spread throughout your entire body while releasing any remaining tension or worry. Continue this pattern of conscious breathing. Inhale slowly and steadily to a count of 5, drawing in peace and healing. Hold gently for a count of 3, and then exhale to a count of 7, releasing anxiety and tension. You can return to this breathing technique whenever you feel overwhelmed or anxious. Practice it during moments of stress, as it will enable you to breathe your way through any challenging emotions and to release worries, fears, or physical tension that may arise. Each time you exhale, breathe normally, feeling the anxiety leaving your body and mind. Continue with this rhythmic, healing breath for the next 2 minutes, and I will return to guide you further along this journey of peace. Anxiety often manifests as tension in our physical body, particularly in our jaw, neck, and shoulders. Gently bring your attention to your jaw muscles. If you notice any tightness there, slowly open your mouth slightly, allowing your jaw to relax completely. Let your tongue rest softly in your mouth, releasing any clenching or grinding. Now, slowly roll your shoulders backward in a gentle circle, and then let them drop down, away from your ears. Feel the space this creates between your shoulders and neck. Acknowledge that your body is beginning to release the physical patterns of anxiety and stress. Continue using your breath as a tool for releasing tension, feeling your body soften and relax more deeply with each exhale. Your arms may begin to feel heavier and more relaxed. The muscles in your back and chest will start to unwind as you let go of the need to brace against worry. If there is any remaining tension in your shoulders or neck, gently tighten those muscles for a moment. Hold, and then completely release, allowing them to melt into a state of profound relaxation. Feel your shoulder blades settling down your back, creating length in your neck. Notice how the surface beneath you, whether a chair, cushion, or bed, is fully supporting your body. Simply rest into this support and enjoy this sensation of being held and cradled in complete safety. Continue breathing naturally and easily. Now, imagine that you are standing at the edge of a beautiful, serene lake, nestled in a peaceful valley. The water before you is perfectly still, like a mirror, reflecting the soft, pastel colors of the sky above. The surface is so calm that not even the slightest ripple disturbs its tranquil perfection. Take a moment to observe this pristine lake, noticing how the stillness of the water creates a sense of profound peace that you can feel in your own heart. The air around you is fresh and clean, carrying the gentle scent of wildflowers that grow along the shoreline. You notice a smooth, weathered wooden dock extending out into the lake, its planks worn smooth by years of sun and gentle weather. Walk slowly toward this dock, feeling the soft grass beneath your feet, giving you a connection to the earth. Each step brings you closer to an even deeper sense of tranquility. As you step onto the wooden dock, notice how solid and secure it feels beneath you. The wood is warm from the gentle sunlight, and you can hear the very soft, almost imperceptible sound of tiny waves lapping against the dock supports, a rhythm so gentle it seems to match the natural rhythm of your own peaceful breathing. Walk slowly to the end of the dock and sit down, letting your legs dangle comfortably over the edge. Feel the warmth of the sun on your face and shoulders, a gentle heat that penetrates deeply into your muscles, melting away any last traces of tension or worry. From this peaceful vantage point, you can see the entire lake spread out before you, a perfect circle of calm water, surrounded by gentle hills covered in soft green grass and scattered wildflowers. The scene is so peaceful, so utterly tranquil, that just looking at it seems to quiet any anxious thoughts in your mind. As you sit here in this perfect peace, notice how your breathing has naturally synchronized with the gentle rhythm of the water. Your chest rises and falls in harmony with the subtle movement of the lake, creating a sense of being completely connected to this natural state of calm. There is no urgency here, no pressure, no demands. Time seems to move differently in this sacred space, more slowly, more gently, allowing you to fully absorb the healing power of this profound tranquility. Look across the lake and notice that the far shore is bathed in the most beautiful, soft light you have ever seen. This light seems to emanate peace itself. And as you watch, you realize that this same gentle radiance is beginning to surround you as well. Feel this healing light touching your skin, penetrating through your body, and reaching into every cell, every fiber of your being, carrying with it a message of complete safety and absolute peace. This radiant light begins to work its magic within you, dissolving any knots of worry that may have taken residence in your chest or stomach. Feel how this luminous energy moves through your bloodstream, carrying healing and calm to every part of your body. Your heartbeat becomes steady and peaceful, no longer racing with anxious thoughts, but settling into a rhythm that matches the gentle pulse of life itself. Notice how your breathing continues to deepen naturally, each inhale drawing in more of this healing light, each exhale releasing layers of stress and concern that you have been carrying. As you continue to absorb this transformative energy, you become aware of a small wooden boat approaching from across the lake. It moves without any visible means of propulsion, gliding silently across the mirror-like surface, as if guided by some benevolent force. The boat is simple yet beautiful, crafted from pale wood that seems to glow with the same soft light that surrounds you. As it draws nearer, you realize that this vessel has arrived to take you on a journey deeper into peace and healing. The boat comes to rest gently beside the dock, bobbing ever so slightly in the calm water. Without hesitation, you step down into the boat, feeling how perfectly balanced and secure it is beneath your feet. The moment you settle into the comfortable seat, the boat begins to move again, carrying you slowly toward the center of the lake. There is no fear, only a profound sense of trust and surrender to this peaceful journey. As you glide across the water, notice how the movement of the boat creates the gentlest of ripples that spread outward in perfect circles. These ripples seem to carry away any remaining traces of anxiety or tension, each circular wave taking with it old worries and concerns that no longer serve you. Watch these ripples expand and fade, understanding that in the same way, your own anxious thoughts can arise and naturally dissolve without causing you distress. The boat continues its serene journey, and you begin to notice that the water beneath you is becoming clearer and clearer, so transparent that you can see all the way to the bottom of the lake. The lake bed is covered with the most beautiful smooth stones, each one polished by the gentle currents into perfect ovals of various colors: deep blues, warm grays, soft greens, and creamy whites. These stones seem to represent all the experiences of your life, both challenging and joyful, now worn smooth by time and perspective, no longer sharp or threatening, but simply part of the beautiful foundation upon which your peace rests. As your boat reaches the very center of the lake, it comes to a gentle stop. Here, surrounded by perfect stillness on all sides, you experience a depth of calm that seems to extend infinitely downward and outward. This is the center of your own inner peace, the place within you that remains undisturbed regardless of what storms may rage in the external world. Feel yourself settling into this recognition, understanding that this calm center is always available to you, always present within your being, waiting for you to remember and return to it. From this sacred center, begin to observe your thoughts as if they were clouds passing across the vast sky of your consciousness. Notice how thoughts arise, perhaps worries about tomorrow, regrets about yesterday, or concerns about situations beyond your control. But here in this place of deep peace, you can simply watch these thoughts appear and disappear without getting caught up in their stories. Like clouds that drift across the sky without changing the sky itself, your anxious thoughts can pass through your awareness without disturbing your fundamental peace. Practice this gentle observation now. If a worried thought arises, simply notice it with the same detached curiosity you might have while watching clouds. You might say to yourself silently, "I notice I am having a thought about work," or "I notice I am having a thought about the future." This simple acknowledgement transforms your relationship with anxious thinking, allowing you to witness your mental activity without being overwhelmed by it. The boat begins to move again, carrying you toward a small island that has appeared in the distance. This island is covered with the most magnificent garden you have ever seen, filled with flowers of every color imaginable. As you approach the shore, you can smell the incredible fragrance of roses, lavender, jasmine, and countless other blooms, creating a symphony of natural perfumes that seems to calm your nervous system even further. You step out of the boat onto the soft, sandy beach of the island, feeling the warm sand between your toes. The garden pathway before you is made of smooth stepping stones, each one perfectly placed to guide you deeper into this sanctuary of healing. As you walk along this path, notice how each flower you pass seems to release its own special gift of peace. The roses offer you self-compassion, their velvet petals reminding you to be gentle with yourself. The lavender provides deep relaxation, its purple spikes releasing tension from your muscles. The jasmine brings clarity and hope, its white stars illuminating your path forward. Continue walking deeper into this garden of healing, knowing that each step is taking you further into your own natural state of emotional balance and well-being. The path leads to a circular clearing where a beautiful fountain stands at the center, its water sparkling with that same healing light you encountered earlier. The sound of the water as it cascades from tier to tier creates the most soothing music, a natural melody that seems to tune your entire being to a frequency of peace and harmony. Approach this fountain and notice that the water flowing from it is not ordinary water, but liquid light itself, pure healing energy that has the power to wash away anxiety, fear, and emotional pain. Cup your hands and drink from this fountain, feeling the healing liquid light flow through your body, reaching every cell, every organ, every system, restoring balance and tranquility wherever it travels. This is the water of emotional healing, and it is freely available to you whenever you need its restorative power. As you drink from the fountain, feel how it washes through your mind as well, clearing away the fog of worry and replacing it with crystal clear awareness. Your thoughts become like the surface of the lake, still, reflective, and undisturbed. You realize that anxiety is not your enemy, but simply a signal that you have temporarily disconnected from this inner source of peace and healing. The fountain reminds you that reconnection is always possible, always just a few conscious breaths away. Sit beside the fountain now, finding a comfortable position on the soft moss that surrounds its base. The moss feels like the most luxurious cushion, perfectly formed to support your body as you rest. Close your eyes and listen to the gentle melody of the flowing water, allowing this sound to become an anchor for your awareness. Each note of this liquid music carries with it a message of profound safety and acceptance, reminding you that you are exactly where you need to be in this moment. As you sit in this sacred space, begin to notice how your relationship with time itself has shifted. The urgent rushing that often accompanies anxiety has dissolved completely. Here, there is no need to hurry, no deadline to meet, no pressure to be anywhere other than exactly where you are. Feel how this absence of time pressure allows your nervous system to settle even more deeply, like a bird finally finding a safe branch after a long journey. Notice now that you are not alone in this garden. Gentle creatures have begun to appear. Butterflies with wings that shimmer like stained glass, moving slowly from flower to flower in a dance of pure contentment. Small birds with voices like silver bells perch nearby, their songs weaving together with the fountain's melody to create a symphony of natural peace. These creatures seem to embody the very essence of living without anxiety, moving through their world with grace and trust, responding to each moment without carrying the weight of future worries or past regrets. Watch the butterflies closely and notice how they approach each flower with complete presence. They do not flutter anxiously from bloom to bloom, worried about which flower might be better or whether they are making the right choice. Instead, they land gently on each blossom, fully experiencing its nectar before naturally moving to the next. This is a profound teaching about how to live, fully present with what is before you, trusting in the natural flow of life without the need to control or predict every outcome. A warm breeze begins to stir through the garden, carrying with it the most healing fragrance you have ever experienced. This breeze seems to know exactly where you hold tension in your body and mind, gently touching those places with its therapeutic warmth. Feel how this healing wind moves through your hair, across your face, and around your entire being, carrying away any remaining particles of stress or worry that may be clinging to you. As this breeze continues to caress you, you begin to understand that anxiety often arises from a feeling of being separate from others, from nature, from your own true self. But here in this garden, surrounded by the interconnected web of life, you experience the profound truth of your connection to all that exists. The same life force that flows through the flowers, the butterflies, and the flowing fountain also flows through you. You are not isolated or alone in your struggles, but part of an infinite tapestry of existence that supports and nurtures you at every moment. Place your hand over your heart and feel the steady rhythm that has been with you since the moment you were born. This heartbeat is your connection to the pulse of life itself, a constant reminder that you belong here, that you are valued and cherished by the very force that creates and sustains all life. With each beat of your heart, feel how you are being gently held by this loving presence, rocked in the arms of existence itself. Begin to send gratitude to your heart for all the years it has faithfully served you, beating approximately 100,000 times each day without you ever having to remember to make it happen. Send appreciation to your lungs for their constant work of bringing you the oxygen you need to live. Thank your nervous system for its attempts to protect you, even when those protective responses sometimes manifest as anxiety. Recognize that your body is not your enemy, but your most faithful companion, always working on your behalf, even when its signals feel uncomfortable. This gratitude begins to transform your entire experience of being in your body. Instead of viewing physical sensations of anxiety as threats to be eliminated, you can now understand them as communications from a system that cares deeply about your well-being. When your heart races, it is your body's way of preparing you for action. When your breathing becomes shallow, it is an invitation to return to conscious, healing breath. When your muscles tense, they are asking for your attention and care. From this place of understanding and self-compassion, anxiety loses its power to overwhelm you. You realize that you can feel anxious sensations while simultaneously remaining connected to this deeper place of peace and safety. The anxiety becomes like weather passing through the sky of your awareness, temporary, changeable, and ultimately harmless to your essential self. Stand now and walk to a different area of the garden, where you discover a grove of ancient trees whose branches form a natural cathedral overhead. These trees have stood here for centuries, weathering countless storms, seasons of drought, and periods of abundance. Their roots run deep into the earth, drawing nourishment from sources hidden far below the surface. Their trunks are strong and flexible, able to bend with the wind without breaking. These trees offer you another profound teaching about resilience and inner strength. Like them, you have roots that extend deep into the soil of your own being, connecting you to sources of wisdom, strength, and peace that are always available even when you cannot see them. Your ability to remain flexible while staying grounded allows you to weather the storms of life without losing your essential stability. Choose one of these magnificent trees and approach it slowly. Place your hands on its bark and feel the life force that flows through it. This tree has learned the secret of thriving despite uncertainty, of growing toward the light while remaining firmly rooted. As you stand here with your palms against this ancient teacher, feel how its steady presence helps to calm any remaining flutter of anxious energy in your system. Lean back against the tree now, allowing its solid trunk to support you completely. Feel how your spine naturally aligns with its strength, how your breathing deepens as you rest against this pillar of natural wisdom. Close your eyes and imagine that you can feel the tree's root system extending deep beneath you, and that your own energetic roots are growing down to join with them, creating an unshakable foundation of peace and stability. From this supported position, begin to envision your life as it could be when you regularly return to this place of inner calm. See yourself moving through your daily activities with the same graceful presence you observed in the butterflies and birds. Watch yourself responding to challenges with the flexible strength of the tree, bending when necessary, but never breaking, always able to return to your center. Imagine yourself in situations that would normally trigger anxiety, but now you are different. You carry within you the memory of this garden, the sound of the fountain, the feeling of being supported by the ancient tree. When stress arises, you remember to breathe consciously, to place your hand over your heart, to connect with the deeper truth of your safety and belonging. See yourself speaking with confidence in situations where you might previously have felt nervous, your words flowing as naturally as the water from the fountain. Watch yourself making decisions from a place of inner knowing rather than anxious overthinking, trusting in your ability to navigate life's choices with wisdom and grace. Visualize yourself sleeping peacefully at night, your mind clear and calm, your body relaxed and comfortable. This is not just imagination, but a preview of your natural state when anxiety no longer dominates your experience. The peace you feel in this garden is not separate from your everyday life, but is the very foundation upon which a truly fulfilling life can be built. You are not learning something new, but remembering something you have always known: that peace is your birthright, that calm is your natural condition, that you are infinitely more resilient and capable than your anxious thoughts would have you believe. The tree against which you rest begins to share with you its deepest wisdom through a wordless transmission that flows directly into your understanding. You learn that growth and peace are not opposites, but partners, that you can expand and evolve while remaining rooted in tranquility. You discover that strength does not come from controlling every outcome, but from trusting in your ability to respond wisely to whatever arises. As this teaching settles into your consciousness, you feel a profound shift occurring within you. The tight knot of anxiety that may have lived in your chest or stomach for months or years begins to unravel, not through force or resistance, but through the gentle power of understanding and acceptance. You realize that you do not need to fight anxiety, but simply need to remember this place of peace that exists within you always. The gentle wisdom of the tree continues to flow through you, and you understand that it is now time to carry this profound peace back into your daily life. But first, you must gather the gifts that this sacred journey has offered you. Stand slowly, placing your hand one final time on the ancient bark, feeling the tree's blessing as a warm pulse that travels up your arm and settles permanently in your heart center. Walk back through the garden, but this time you move with the unhurried grace of someone who has discovered their true nature. Each flower you pass seems to bow slightly in recognition of your transformation. The butterflies flutter around you as if celebrating your newfound freedom from the prison of anxious thinking. The birds sing a farewell melody that you will carry with you always, a song that will return to your memory whenever you need reminding of this peace. Return to the fountain in the center of the clearing, and this time, instead of drinking from it, cup the healing water in your hands and gently splash it over your face and hands. Feel how this liquid light creates an invisible shield around you, a protective barrier that anxiety cannot penetrate. This is not a wall that separates you from life, but a permeable boundary that allows love and joy to flow freely while keeping fear and worry from taking root in your consciousness. As you prepare to leave this island sanctuary, notice that a small crystal has appeared at the base of the fountain. This crystal contains the essence of everything you have experienced here: the stillness of the lake, the healing power of the light, the wisdom of the tree, the joy of the garden creatures. Pick up this crystal and hold it in your palm, feeling its smooth surface and gentle warmth. This is your anchor to peace, a tangible reminder that you can carry with you always. Place the crystal over your heart and feel how it seems to merge with your being, becoming part of your energetic structure. From now on, whenever you place your hand over your heart and take 3 conscious breaths, you will be able to access the calm strength that this crystal represents. This simple gesture will reconnect you instantly to the profound peace you have discovered today. Walk back to the shore where your boat waits patiently, still glowing with that soft, healing light. As you step into the vessel, notice how you feel completely different from when you first arrived. The anxious energy that may have accompanied you to this place has been replaced by a deep, unshakable knowing that you are safe, you are loved, and you are infinitely more resilient than you ever imagined. The boat begins its return journey across the mirror-like lake, and with each gentle stroke through the water, you feel more integrated, more whole. The healing you have experienced is not temporary, but has created actual changes in your nervous system, in your cellular memory, in the very fabric of your being. You are returning to your ordinary world as an extraordinary version of yourself. As you approach the dock where your journey began, take a moment to look back at the island. Even though you are leaving this sacred space physically, you understand that it exists eternally within your consciousness. This garden of peace, this fountain of healing, this wise tree, they are all part of you now, accessible through the doorway of your breath and intention. Step onto the dock one final time, feeling how solid and reassuring it feels beneath your feet. But now, this solidity represents not just physical support, but your own inner stability, your newfound ability to remain grounded, even when life's currents try to sweep you away. Walk slowly back across the grass, toward the edge of your inner vision, knowing that each step is bringing you closer to integrating these gifts into your daily experience. Begin to become aware, once again, of your physical body resting comfortably in your chosen space. Feel the surface supporting you, the air moving gently in and out of your lungs, the steady rhythm of your heart. But notice how different your body feels now, softer, more relaxed, suffused with the healing light you absorbed during your journey. Your nervous system has been reset, calibrated to a new frequency of peace and well-being. Wiggle your fingers and toes gently, beginning to reconnect with your physical form while maintaining the deep calm you have cultivated. Take 3 slow, conscious breaths, and with each breath, feel yourself becoming more present in this moment while retaining full access to the inner sanctuary you have discovered. This is the art of living from peace, being fully engaged with life while remaining rooted in tranquility. When you feel ready, slowly open your eyes, allowing the light of your external environment to blend gently with the inner light you have been nurturing. Look around your space with fresh eyes, seeing it as an extension of the sacred garden rather than separate from it. Every object, every corner, every surface can now serve as a reminder of the peace that lives within you. Sit quietly for a few moments, simply breathing and being, allowing this profound transformation to settle into your bones, your blood, your cellular memory. You have not just relaxed temporarily, but have remembered who you truly are beneath the layers of worry and stress. This remembering is permanent, even though you may occasionally forget and need to return to these practices to reconnect with your truth. Remember that the path back to peace is always available to you. When anxiety arises in your daily life, you now have powerful tools to work with it rather than against it. Return to the conscious breathing pattern you learned today. 5 counts in, 3 counts hold, 7 counts out, and feel how quickly this can shift your entire state of being. Place your hand over your heart and remember the crystal of peace that now lives there permanently. If anxious thoughts begin to spiral, remember the clouds passing through the sky of your consciousness. You can observe these thoughts without being consumed by them, watching them arise and dissolve naturally without resistance. When you feel overwhelmed, remember the ancient tree and its teaching about flexible strength. You can bend without breaking, respond without reacting. Most importantly, remember that anxiety is not your enemy, but simply a signal that you have temporarily disconnected from your natural state of peace. The solution is never to fight the anxiety, but to gently return to the practices that reconnect you with your truth: conscious breathing, heart-centered awareness, and the remembrance of your fundamental safety and belonging in this world. As you prepare to move back into your daily activities, carry with you the knowing that you are forever changed by this experience. The peace you have touched is not separate from your ordinary life, but is the very foundation from which a truly extraordinary life can emerge. You have the tools, you have the inner sanctuary, and you have the unshakable knowing that peace is always available to you. Take one final deep breath, feeling gratitude for this time you have given yourself, for your willingness to journey inward, and for your courage to choose peace over anxiety. As you slowly return to your day, remember that you carry within you a garden of infinite healing, a fountain of endless renewal, and the wisdom of the ancient trees. You are no longer at the mercy of anxious thoughts, but are the master of your own inner landscape, capable of creating peace in any moment, under any circumstances. This is your truth. This is your power. This is your peace.